It's your girl back again. It's your girl with a highly requested video, and I am calling this the introductions into the BEN NYE, joined by Terror Bird. Yes, and guys, please ignore my hair. I'm trying to do a half up, half down Spartan huzzah look. And yeah, so I'm excited for this video, guys. It's going to be an introduction into a series of videos I'm going to be doing with BEN NYE products. Side note, I am not sponsored whatsoever. I have just seen competitive products on people in performing stage and everything of that nature, and compared to my experiences with what I have seen personally and experienced, I personally love BEN NYE. And guys, I am not sponsored by this product at all. I just love it because when I was needing to find a good white base for my Frieza cosplay, before I even went into Renaissance Fair, that was difficult. I tried several ones from the Halloween store, and I heard of BEN NYE Clown White. This is the one that I use. I get this one off of eBay. You can get off of Amazon. You can get off of their official website. Certain Halloween stores do have it. Stage performing, if you are a professional actor and you get a kit that when you go, it comes with your contour, it comes with your setting powders, it comes with the foundation of your choice. And guys, stage makeup, I have to say this now, stage makeup is way different than normal, average, everyday foundation. It is way different. So the consistency is more thicker. It is a lot more full coverage. In adversion to that, you could very easily get breakouts, because stage makeup, as I said, is made from a thicker consistency. It's more full coverage, and when you make full coverage on your face and wear it constantly, you tend to break out because you're clogging your pores. So stage makeup, the gist of it, it is not normal, average, everyday Lori of L, Paris, or cover of girl. Hi, honey. Hi. Terror Bird's in the corner. And if things get too loud, I might have to take him out. He has hearing difficulty, and too loud of noise will cause him to scream. So I'm trying to find the right octave. So this stuff is professional stage makeup. And what does this mean, guys? This is the first question that I always get. Can I mix water, a mixing medium, or something to make the product more workable? And that is the number one question I usually get. And for me, guys, usually that is a no, because this foundation, you guys can see that, I haven't hit bottom yet. This foundation is waterproof and sweatproof resistant. So when I mean it's sweatproof and waterproof resistant, if you go to add a mixing medium into your product, especially with BEN NYE, you're going to find that, what, honey? What scared you? What? What happened? He's seeing stuff. He's elderly. It doesn't really mix well. It doesn't stick well to the skin. It's harder to work with. Splotchy, streak central, doesn't hold, chips away, yada yada yada. Same problems I was running into, just with different stuff. So the first and foremost number one question I've always been asked is, can I mix this with water or mixing medium? No, you do not need it. The easiest way, guys, and this is question number two that is most frequently asked with this product, can I heat it up? Yes, you can. And I always recommend you do heat this product up, because it makes it more pliable and much more easier to work with. You can't heat this up with water or a mixing medium because of it being waterproof and sweatproof resistant. So using your hands is perfect. You actually can warm it up that way. I've seen other performing clowns and mimes in the industry use a hair dryer. That's how I heat the product up. Hair dryer, just low heat. to heat the product up, and it will be much more creamier and a lot more easier to work with. Question 3 is, how much is the proper amount to use when using this product? And I always tell people the smallest amount. The smallest amount of this product, guys, this BEN NYE Clown White, should last you. I had an ex-friend who was doing a Harley Quinn cosplay, and she asked me for advice. She didn't really listen to my advice when it came to BEN NYE, and the fact that I worked with it 5 years prior with this product, she didn't listen. And so when she gunked it up on her face and it dried on her face with the help of the setting powder that she was using, it actually cracked. And the cracking was cool with this product. So if you're looking for a broken doll or a ghost effect, drying out the product in a big gunk will chip away, and it'll still leave a little bit of white underneath, while leaving a risen surface because of how much layers is on. That alone adds a cool effect for a broken doll if you're on a budget and you do not. Did you guys see the little particle of Teely? So yeah, all of the little, wow, lost my train of thought. Sorry guys, I'm tired. So little goes a long way with this product. If you're going with a broken doll effect, cool, you can gunk it up and let it dry out. But ultimately, you just need a little bit where your hand is coated, but you can still see. And I'll go in depth in this when we actually start doing the tutorials, which is going to be Harley Quinn first. Subscribe, thumb up if you actually want to see that. I will be doing that on Monday for sure. So yeah, do not use any liquid, anything with this product. Just don't. Sweat-proof, waterproof resistant, thus no point. It will not hold well. And as I stated once or twice before, hair dryer or with your hands rubbing it in a circular motion, then taking a little bit more, a little gloop, a little bit more, works wonders. Or if you are lazy, hair dryer on low heat. Depending on like for me, when I am performing at the Renaissance Fair with this, it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I don't want to wake up the family with the hair dryer. So I will just rub it on my hands, and yeah. So that is the number 2 question that I always get asked, is how do you heat the product up? Even though I kind of went in depth in that in my first video. And yeah, so that was number 3. Now we're getting into the more commonly asked, like these are all frequently asked questions. But now we're getting into the more tasty ones. The setting powders. I have gotten messages that, oh, baby powder is not meant to be put near the eyes. I absolutely agree. As I stated in my prior video, guys, when doing these methods, you do not want to get this in your eyes. It's the same as hairspray. It's the same as any setting spray that's meant to go on your face. You don't want to get it in your eyeballs, inhale it. That's not what it's meant for. If you guys read your package, some of them will say, for instance, on baby powder, it says for external use only. So that means anything with a mucous membrane. That's your eyes, nose walls, mouth, everything else. Safe, but in your eyes is a different story. That's why I tell people the dilemma, and this is not the actual stuff, is many people ask me, well, I don't feel comfortable using baby powder. Can I use a substitute? Absolutely. You guys can use a substitute, but I give you guys a fair warning with the substitutes because I've used the substitutes. I actually have a substitute with me. This was originally from the Halloween store. It's just a pressed powder, a white powder. They still make these. This one's old, but they had prior ones or newer ones. That's the 4th most asked is, can I use substitutes? And yes, you can. You can use whatever you are comfortable, but I heed a warning from me. I have seen people use the professional stuff, which is stuff that is meant to go on the face. They have used the actual BEN NYE product, and I keep seeing the same issues with no matter what the powder I'm seeing besides baby powder. And I think I have a reason for this. I really do. is that essentially the moisture in the makeup or their sweat will return, and thus causing the fade out of the color, the sweating, the streakies, the performing. If you're going like that and you nick something, or your, what is it, your wrinkle, the wrinkle gives a crease, it's gonna smear. You're gonna see it, and that's over time in performing in intense heat and cold. So cold is usually the best time to perform with this stage. You have to perform under heat, and it usually works the same way. You just got to powder. But as I'm gonna go off on a tangent, the reason I use, guys, baby powder is because it is essential that baby powder for babies is used to take away any moisture. And with this product, because you can't add moisture to it, and if you don't set it properly, which means a lot. I have seen people in cosplay industry who use this, and also to Mayron, because they are competitive companies. I have seen both of them used. And with BEN NYE, baby powder just seems to work best because this has a drying. This is not this. This is baby powder in a little container that I carry with me for performance. That baby powder is meant to dry out the product 10 times as much. So when it's wet and you need to dry out a product fast, baby powder is always seeming to be the way to go for me. That's just me. You know, it's meant to be on skin, but not on any mucous membrane, yada yada yada, chitty chatty, that type of thing. So it's up to your, as I said in the video, up to your guys' system. So that is number 4. Yes. 4 most frequent. Can I use a substitute? Absolutely. I have just noticed and seen, and in my experiences, that people who don't use baby powder and use another substitute powder to set this oftentimes will, unfortunately, their makeup will crease over time and the moisture from their face and sweat returns. So yeah, even people who use this, and I've seen them use a different setting thing, the moisture thing still returns, but it's not so prevalent, but that line and the crease will still be there no matter what you do. So I just like baby powder, but it's all up to your guys' system and what you want. The 5th most common question that I always get asked with the BEN NYE is, can I use other colors on top, or should I put the other colors first, then that? There's no technical method to do that, honestly, because with this makeup, guys, because of the pat system that always you have to do with this, with the pat system, I would just find or recommend that you do your foundation first. That's what I always just recommend doing. That's me. You know, other people have done the colors first, and that's fine. But to answer anyone's question as to yes to this, you can put it on before or you can put it on after. I have noticed for me, I put it on after. And all I need to do, or all I have to say, guys, is when you put it on after, your colors at first, like say I do black, your colors at first will not be as pigmented because they have the white underneath it. So that's of course going to lighten the color. So you might have to add a little bit of extra. And also too, when you're working with this, have a dry pigment on hand. Because when you dry out the BEN NYE powder, it sets it. You're not going to be able to move it easily. Not unless you did it well. It's wet, meaning if I did like my full face for Harley Quinn, which I'll be doing on Monday, come and follow and subscribe. It will, there's going to be an effect under here, under my jaw. That right there is going to be the transition or the cut that I'm going to have to make while it's still wet. But when that's dry, it's going to be twice as hard. With this, same thing, it needs to be set or else it's going to crease. Any makeup is going to do that unless it dries while it's wet and it dries matte. So with this kind of stuff, this is Smoke and Mirrors cheap stuff from 99-cent store. Just add extra colors on top, and you want to have a loose pigment on hand. Something simple. And if you guys are interested, I do use Mayron. Can you guys see that? Whoop! Oh no, dropping. Did you see that? Mama dropped it. I have used Mayron. I do like the company. Their pigments are amazing. Certain pigments you can't use on the, you know, eyes, mouth, etc. Blue, red is up near the eyes. You can't because of the staining quality. But between the two competitive companies, I have ordered this more than this one. So, so yes, you can use it before and you can put it on after. So it really is up to you guys. Just be aware that if you have a white base, you're going to need to add a little bit more extra pigment to make it more bright. Kind of common knowledge. And then the most common question is, how do I remove it? Good old handy dandy coconut oil. And this is 100% organic, refined. Yeah. 99-cent store. Hi, can I rub? He wants a noggin rub. So yeah, that is how I remove it. Soap and water, guys, as I did state, because of the staining not stain quality, but because of how good it sets, it's not gonna really come off with soap and water easily. I've never had it come off easily with soap and water, never. So, yeah. Anything oil-based, you can use also olive oil. A lot of my friends who are in the performing miming business do use olive oil too. So you can use anything with oil-based to take it off. But I've noticed that makeup remover wipes, no, that stuff doesn't work. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the setting sprays. You guys can use whatever setting sprays you ultimately want. For my method, as I said, dirt cheap. People have said, oh, this is meant for your hair, not for your face. I totally understand that, but people have used this method in Hollywood for numerous amounts of years. If you're performing once or twice or doing like a role for a short time, as long as you're not doing it for life, you should be okay. And as long as you don't inhale the fumes of it, you should be okay. And it's not like the stuff that we know from hairspray or stuff, long time ago. This stuff is actually fairly safe to use. It's still, need to be in a ventilated area and still avoiding the eyes. We don't want that. As I said before in my first live stream that I ever did, that it is not mouth freshening spray, it's not eye spray, none of that source. And the danger is mostly in the setting process with people getting, baby powder in their eyes, but that's mostly because they do 2 eyes at a time and they quickly do the brush and then they open it, which is the next question. How do you apply it to your eyes and in the main system? I already told you guys the system. I will link my video to me showing you guys how to do this down below somehow if I figure out how to do that. If not, it is on my timeline as one of the most watched videos, and you'll see me as a redhead holding up my good friend Ben like that. So, yeah, guys, this is my introduction, and I hope you guys come and subscribe for more. I'm going to link my first video, and for everyone, thank you so much, guys. Like, I have gotten mostly positive. I have gotten some negative comments, not so nice. Other than that, very positive comments from this. Thank you. Like, I didn't know you guys were so interested in seeing my makeup transformation videos, so thank you guys from the bottom of my little cold chilly heart. Thank you. It's not a really nice thing to say, but yeah, thank you guys so much. So I'm hoping to show you guys my method. I hope you guys learned something from this, and I hope you guys ultimately subscribe, and just our channel can be, positive, a whole bunch of randomness. And yeah, can I say, look at how cute this outfit is. And you guys look, 1, 2, 3, wait, whoops, 1, 2, 3, where is it? Whoop, whoop, darn it, whoop, I got these. I love that. That is my favorite. I love it. So, okay, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys will subscribe and come and join the randomness. If you guys have the products, come join with me. First makeup video we're doing on Monday is Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn. So, yeah, guys. Most frequently asked questions. Thank you so much. And, yeah. I didn't know, guys, that video was going to be so popular. I didn't know that, and thank you. Hopefully, guys, you join us on our makeup journey here for the month of the tutorials of the Ben Nye. Monday, Harley Quinn. Let's do this. Thumb up for little mini wizard in the corner. Thumb up if you like me, and if you don't like me, thumb up. And if you do like me, thumb up. And if you do like me and a bird, Terror bird, please thumb it up. Hey, you want people to thumb up? Give me a kiss if you want people to thumb up. Thank you. Hey, Terror Bird, Tilly, give me a kiss if you want people to subscribe. Aww. That's right. Okay, guys. Bye. You ready to go out? I can tell you're ready to go out.